So then guys, a question I'm already being asked is, will there be an iPhone 17e after the release of the iPhone 17 models later on this year? Will we be getting one? And what leaks and rumors have we heard about it so far? Well, today I want to cover everything for this. But first of all, let's quickly talk about where we are with the iPhone 16e. So the iPhone 16e came out earlier this year in February time, and essentially it replaced the iPhone SE line. Now, one thing I would say a lot of people are not happy about with the iPhone 16e is its price, especially on Apple's website, where it's $599 for this phone. But since then, because we're talking like 5-6 months ago now since the iPhone sort of 16e's come out, there has been a lot of promotional kind of deals out there that I have seen where you can definitely get this cheaper, and you can even buy it brand new now for $499. So yeah, at least $100 off there, and this makes it out a little bit more worthwhile personally in my opinion for this phone. But essentially what this phone was, it is a iPhone 14 that has been kind of remade with the likes of having inside of it a newish chip, what is an A18 inside of it, even though it's missing the core inside of that too. It has got Apple Intelligence, and it's also got a single camera on the back, and it does have a bog standard 60Hz OLED display, and also we do not have dynamic island, but we do have things like the action button on the side, and we've also got USB-C at the very bottom. And essentially this iPhone is for people who want to get started on their iPhone journey, or maybe for people who don't want to have the latest and greatest iPhone out there, or maybe if you're a business user out there, for example, you want to give out a phone to employees, they're not really going to be using cameras and things like this, just need to check their emails and stuff. Well, the likes of say the iPhone 16e is a good bet to actually buy out there. But what about say the next generation of the iPhone 17e? What kind of leaks and rumors have we been hearing here? Well, we actually had a leak in right here from Min-Chi Kuo, who did actually say an iPhone 17 is on the cards, and it's looking likely it is going to be coming out in 2026, and specifically the time is going to be some point in the first half of 2026. It might not actually be in February time like the iPhone 16e, but it might come out later on towards even May sort of time. This is kind of the expected kind of time we're actually going to see this. Now, what I'm also going to say on this factor too, it does look like the E model is something that's going to be coming out like every single year going forward. In fact, we had this other leak in here saying that Apple are looking to re-strategize how they actually release their iPhones in the future. So for example, we've been told that we're probably going to be getting Pro phones and Fold phones in 2026 at the end of that, but we won't see the likes of say an iPhone kind of 18 normal coming out around that, where you'd have to wait to say spring 2027 to get the iPhone kind of 18 normal out around that time, but you'd also get an iPhone 18e. It looks like the E model is going to come out every single year now, but it's going to be coming out probably around say February to kind of May time, so essentially spring time. This is when we will be actually seeing this phone release, and then in the future it will be coming along with the normal iPhone at that time. The Ultras, the kind of Pros, the Folds, whatever they're going to be having their own spot, and the likes, like I said, the kind of normal phone, and also kind of, I would say, the budget, if you want to call it that one, that's also going to be coming out at a different time of year going forward into the future. Now, something else what's happening in the very near future is the giveaway we are doing on this channel. And in fact, it's happening on June 29th. That is when we're going to be giving away this MacBook Air right here. And in fact, I've actually given you details to a video with the information about it, more about the giveaway, and that's in the description right now, so definitely check that out. But the good thing is that you can still enter in for this MacBook Air giveaway right now. All you have to do is just put down in the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be something to do with Apple. It could be a MacBook Air, it could be a new iPhone. Maybe it's got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could be Nintendo Switch 2, could be a DJI drone, or something else completely different. Just let me know in the comments below. And the other part of the giveaway, like I said, all those details are in that other video in the description, so you do want to check that out, because in that video as well gives a link to a form. So yeah, definitely check that out, and gives you all the instructions about it in that video. So yeah, I'd be checking that out right now if I was you. And plus also, you want to subscribe to this channel because you want to know when that live stream is going to start on Sunday. So yeah, make sure if you haven't done so already to hit the notification bell and the subscribe button. Plus you also want to be a subscriber because I'm giving this away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. But the specs of this MacBook Air, just in case you want to know, have also been specced up a bit too. We've actually got the N4 inside this with a 10-core CPU and a 10-core GPU. We've also got 24 gigabytes of RAM and also got 512 gigabytes of storage, so it's actually been specced up a little bit here. And then what I'd also like to say to you guys is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there still trying to impersonate me, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message, so please do ignore these people. Better see right here, please do report them. So moving on then from this, for the new iPhone 17e, what kind of new features are we likely going to get inside of it? Well, one thing I'm going to say right now, it's unlikely we are going to be getting something like a Pro Motion display put inside of it anytime soon. In fact, we did have a leak in here saying that the normal iPhone 17 is going to get a Pro Motion display for the very first time, but the 17e, I reckon, is not going to get that this time round because obviously it's got a brand new design. I just cannot see Apple bringing it to this anytime soon, in my own personal opinion. So yeah, that is something that won't change. The two changes what I could actually see what could be happening to this, one is that we would probably get new colors introduced. We've only got a black and white. Maybe product red might actually come back for the budget line iPhones. We had product red, you know, iPhone SEs, but you know, we don't have it here. So that would be really, really cool to see there. Maybe a new color might be introduced or two. That is what I would say. The other thing that we could potentially see is a new A19 chip put inside of this phone too, because obviously the new A19 is definitely coming out for the iPhone 17 Air later on this year. But having said that though, the only thing I would put here is that we have also heard that the normal iPhone 17 might not even get an A19 put inside of it. So if that happens, you can imagine the 17e definitely wouldn't get that. And in my opinion then, there'd be no point even releasing the likes of the iPhone 17e. Or personally, I don't think there's any point releasing the likes of the iPhone 17, you know, if it's just got a Pro Motion display in it and that's really the big kind of upgrade and no new chip or anything like that. I just don't really seem worth updating that in my opinion, but that's a rant for another day. So it's a little bit up in the air, and what I would say is whatever we're going to get with the iPhone 17 later on this year, it will pave the way of what we will be getting with the iPhone 17e next year. But what I would be saying is that, you know, the E model is around to stay and it will be coming out. Maybe, you know, if the iPhone 17e doesn't come out, we will probably get an 18e the year after. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see on that. And the best thing you can do right now to keep track of everything that was going to happen is that more than likely, you know, I'd say for you guys just to watch this channel and watch this space. So the best thing I'd say to do is make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell to get the latest news on this and also the latest on Apple news, reviews and comparisons to what I do on this channel. And also guys, if you've enjoyed watching this video, please also do press the like button as well. Until next time guys, I will see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.